The circular A133 revised show challenge is published Federal Register June 27, 2003, June 26, 2007, on state, local government, nonprofit organization, company Federal Register materials, audit state, local government, nonprofit organization, June 30th, 1997, republished in June 27, 2003, revisions increase the dollar threshold of the automatic requirements made in the change determination regarding the cognizant oversight of the audit. The revision published in June 26, 2007, revision replaced the reportable conditions of significant deficiencies compared with the current auditing standards. Two, the updating the report submissions to requirements definition of the significant deficiency reporting weaknesses are also defined as generally accepted in auditing standards issued by the American Institution Certified Public Accounting Government Auditing applicable standards issued with the Government Accounting Office. Note the June 27, 2003 revision increased the dollar threshold of the audit minimum requirement that made the status determination required regarding the cognizant oversight audit agency's audit. The June 26, 2007 the revisions of making changes to replace some of the reportable conditions, significant deficiencies with conforming to the changes in auditing standards, reporting submission requirements in several places. There's guidelines reporting significant deficiencies, natural material weaknesses. This in term is also to be used is defined in general accepted audit standards is met by the American Institution Certified Public Accountants and Government Auditing Standards of the G8 Government Accounting Office. Okay, circular number A133 revised to show the circular changes published in Federal Register of the June 27, 2003 and June 26, 2007 and audit states and local governments, nonprofit organizations. To the heads of executive departments, establishment audits, and state, local governments, nonprofit organizations. The purpose of circular is issued the pursuant of the Signal Audit Act of 1984, Public Law 98-502, Single Audit Act amendments of 1996, Public Law 104-1056. The set forth standards of the obtained consistent with the uniformity among the federal agencies, the audit, state, and local governments, and nonprofit organizations. Expanded federal awards. The authority is circular A133 is issued to the authorities. Section 503.11.11 and 7501 extent sequence. See Title 31 United States Code Executive Order 8248 and 11.541. Resistance submission supersessions. Circular is resigns a circular A128 audits of state local governments issued April 12, 1985 supersedes the prior circular A133 audits of institution higher education and nonprofit institution issued by the April 22, 1996 effective dates of the policy except for the provided herein standards set forth for the circular shall apply for the federal agencies in any state to specially prescribes the policy of the specific requirements differ from the standards provided herein the provisions subsequent to the statutes of the government. Federal entities shall apply for the provisions and sections of the circular, not federal entities, whether they are recipients of expanding federal awards received directly for the federal award agencies, as are sub-recipients of expanding federal awards received for the pass-through an entity, recipient and sub-recipient. The circular does not apply to the non-U.S. based entities expanding the federal awards received either directly as recipients and indirectly as sub-recipients. Definitions for the key terms of the circular is contained by the section in 105 attachment of the circular. The required action, specific requirements, specifically responsibility, agency, federal agency set forth the attachment circular. The federal agencies making awards non-federal entities, either directly or indirectly, shall be adopt the language of the circular as codified in the regulations as provided in Section 10 below, using different provisions of federal as the required statutes approved for the Office of Management of Budget. The Office of Management Budget responsibility will review the federal agency regulation and implementation circular, will provide the preparation policy requirements assistance to ensure the uniform, effective, the efficiency, and implementation. Information contact for information concerning the circular A133 may be obtained with contacting Financial Standards Reporting Branch, Office of the Federal Financing Management, Office of Management Budget in Washington, D.C. 20503 202 395 3993. The review date of the circular will be for policy review 3 years from the date of issuance. 10. Effective dates. The standard set forth in 400 of the statute of the circular directly to the federal agency shall be effective for July 1st, 1996. Shall apply to the audit's official year beginning with the June 30th, 1996, except for the otherwise specified in 400A. The standards set forth by the circular of the federal agency shall apply to the non-federal entities and adopt the federal agencies codified in the regulation not later than 60 days after the publication of the final revision of the Federal Register, so that they will apply to the audit's official year beginning with the June 30th, 1996. The exception to 305 of this attachment applies to the audit's official year beginning after June 30th, 1998. The requirements of Circular A128 through the circular is resigned, and 190 Circular A133 remaining effective for the audit's official year beginning on before June 30th, 1996. Revisions published by the Federal Register June 27, 2003 are effective for the official years after December 21st, 2003. Earlier implementation permitted the exception of definition oversight agency audit for the effective July 28, 2003. Augustine T. Smithy, Acting Director. The revisions published by the Federal Register June 27, 2007, effective official years ending after the date of December 15, 2006. Robert Portman, Director. Here's the table of contents. Audits of state and local governments, nonprofit organizations. 100 is the purpose and so Part A, 100 and 105, purposes and definitions. So Part B, the 200 chapter. 200 audit requirements. 205 basis determination, federal awards expended. 210 subrecipients, vendors determination. 215 the relation to the auditor and audit requirements. 220 the frequency of audits. 225 sanctions. 230 audit costs. 235 program specific audits. So Part C, 300 audit responsibility, auditor selection. 310 financial statements, auditor finding follow-ups. 320 report submission. Subpart D, federal agency path through entities, responsible management decisions. Subpart E, auditor scope of audit, auditor reporting, auditor findings, auditing working papers, major program determination criteria, federal program risk criteria for low risk auditees. Appendix A, data collection Form SF, SAC, and Collection A1, and Appendix B, Circular A130 Compliance Supplement. Subpart A.